Hey everybody, Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here's the top story in this week's newspaper. A 79-year-old Forsyth man remains in Natrium Health Hospital after he is accused of robbing a bank last Thursday. The Robbins Financial Credit Union on Johnston Street in Forsyth was the scene of a frenzied response by Forsyth police and Monroe County deputies last Thursday afternoon. The man's named Douglas Hambrick, 79 years old, allegedly went into the bank and began applying for a loan, asking for help with that. And after some conversation, he left the bank shortly, then came back in and apparently held a gun and poured gasoline on himself, threatening to do harm. Police officers were able to use a blanket as a distraction. Monroe County deputies using a blanket to wave to distract Mr. Hambrick, while two other deputies tackled him from behind. He was taken to the hospital where he is yet to undergo a mental evaluation, according to Alexander Daniels of the Forsyth Police Department. Here we are 6 days later, and he has yet to be taken to the Monroe County Jail. Find out more details in this week's newspaper.
Hey Monroe County, whether you need garage floors, basements, pool decks, or driveway patios, Concrete Coatings are the ones to call. Commercial or residential, they offer a 5-year warranty. Free estimates, call today. Concrete Coatings, serving all of Middle Georgia.
The Monroe County Development Authority met behind closed doors on Monday to discuss a possible prospect that may bring 1,000 jobs to Monroe County. The authority director, Joyce White, telling the reporter she can't say a whole lot right now at risk of losing the project. She said some higher-ups in economic development have told her that Monroe County is in great position to get the prospect, while another source says there are other communities in contention. It's not clear whether this is a done deal or not. We do know that the Monroe County Zoning Board will hear a rezoning for a 800-acre tract out on Highway 41 near the Lamar County line for a new owner that bought that property in December. It has raised some controversy and opposition from area residents who have homes in the area. But anyway, county officials say the county needs to find new industry, as plant share appears to be either downsizing or even closing in the coming years as coal has fallen out of favor with the current regime. See more in this week's reporter.
Monroe County loves its firearms, and there's no better place to get your firearms and ammunition needs than Red Root Defense, a small family-owned business right here in the heart of Georgia near the Jones-Monroe County line. Check them out for a full selection of firearms, ammunition, and accessories.
Hi, I'm Donna Wilson with this week's Monroe County Reporter Incident of the Week. Corporal Kimberly Barnett was responding to a domestic dispute when she found a woman standing near the road in front of a house on Hunter Street, covering her ripped bra with her torn shirt on March 31st around 2:47 p.m. The woman told Barnett she went to the home to check on a friend, and when she stepped up on the steps, a man came from beside the house, ripped her shirt and bra open, and stole the money she had hidden in her bra. Barnett took the woman to her home where she gave the shirt and bra to investigator Alan Henderson as evidence.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy Rafferzito, the Monroe County Reporter, in this week's Everyday Hero. Every day at lunchtime, over 100 workers from nearby warehouses converge at the deli at the Rumble Road BP to line up for wings, pizza, burgers, and other hot, delicious food items prepared and served by Tanya Honeycutt. Tanya has worked at the deli for 3.5 years, starting out part-time and then becoming the deli manager. She came to Monroe County from Lizella with her family in 1985 and has raised her 3 daughters on her own since 2012, when her husband Nicholas died after an auto accident on a rainy night on Holly Grove Road. Tanya graduated from Mary Persons and then went to Virginia College in Macon for 2 years. She hopes to return to her studies once her youngest daughter graduates. She started her working career when she was only 16 at Walmart as a cashier and has also worked as a server at the Whistle Stop Cafe. She says the best thing about working at the Rumble Road BP are the people she works for and her great customers who keep returning. Of course, the worst part about her job is the occasional rude customers, but they don't bother her too much. She explained people are agitated and grumpy from traveling, and she understands. Tanya gives this advice to young people: get a good education, even if it's a technical school, and do not drop out. Focus on the future. They should listen to this everyday hero from Monroe County.
Hello, my name is Terry Johnson and I write Monroe Outdoors for the Reporter. In this week's column, I'm going to be talking about azaleas. Who in Monroe County doesn't love an azalea? In fact, if you were to choose a flowering shrub that is the most popular shrub in the South and epitomizes the South, it would be the azalea. Did you know there are over 10,000 different varieties of azaleas in the world? In this week's column, I'm going to tell you which of these azaleas is both beautiful and of value to wildlife. All of this and more in this week's Reporter.
Hey Monroe County, whether you need garage floors, basements, pool decks, or driveway patios, Concrete Coatings are the ones to call. Commercial or residential, they offer a 5-year warranty. Free estimates, call today. Concrete Coatings, serving all of Middle Georgia.
We're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry. That's what Monroe County Commissioners said on Tuesday at the regular meeting. After news has reported in this newspaper that the county sold illegally land last summer, 100 acres on the river in Juliet. They had bought for a water treatment plant there was a defunct water treatment plant on the property, and the county had discussed perhaps revamping it and bringing it back into use. But now the county said it can't use the property, so it put it out to bid last year. Unfortunately, it was not properly advertised, as we've reported, and it also included the wrong acreage. Only one bid was submitted for $1,000 an acre. Well, actually for $500 an acre to start with. They wound up paying $100,000 for the property. Commissioners, at their meeting, all taking turns to apologize and say they did the right thing in selling their property, but they just didn't follow the correct rules and clerical restrictions. Greg Tapley went even further and said, yes, he's sorry it happened, but he blamed the reporter as one of the culprits in this whole situation. Find out more details in this week's Reporter.
Meet all your glass needs right here in Monroe County. Glass Technologies, located at 8499 Riverly Road in Bolingbrook, offers in-house glass cutting, custom glass shower enclosures, residential and commercial glass replacement, and sunroofs. They specialize in residential services and provide free estimates on all their work, no matter how big or small. Give them a call, 478-993-2101, or find them on Facebook.
Do you ever wonder who has the best hamburger in Forsyth? What's the best laundromat? Who's the best doctor to go to? Where should I get my teeth cleaned? All the questions about living in a small town are answered in this week's annual contest. We give the winners of the Best of Monroe County contest, you, the people, the voters, voted in this contest in January. We ran a full-page ad for 5 weeks. We took your votes, we tabulated them, and the winners you'll find in this week's special section. Find out who won what in this week's Reporter.
Hey, this is Diane Gladwell from Monroe County Reporter, and a couple of the stories we have this week are about some things that are kind of traditional, but we haven't had them for a while, so we're kind of excited to see them coming back. If you've noticed the pinwheels on the courthouse lawn, the blue spinning things out there, that is in recognition that April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and a lot of our law enforcement and other agencies come together to work to prevent child abuse and neglect, and they came together to plant those pinwheels on the courthouse lawn. That's our sheriff's office, the care cottage, our family and children's services, our school system, our district attorney's office. So when you drive by those, think about the fact that each of the 250 pinwheels represents a call that our family and children's services got about child abuse or neglect.
One of the most coveted pieces of real estate in all of Forsyth, that lot between the Dairy Queen and the Taco Bell on Lee Street, has been sold. Dale Washburn, realtor out of Macon, bought the property for $1 million on Friday, and now the community waits and watches to see what happens next. Mr. Washburn says he will be marketing the property to most likely a restaurant. Several chains have been possibly tied with the property, which had been owned by Atrium Health when they bought the old Walmart. This was part of that deal, but they carved off 1.7 acres and put it up for bid. 7 bidders responded. Georgia Mommy listed the property. He's with Crow Century 21. And Mommy said it was a pleasure to handle the deal and said that Washburn did exactly what he said he would do. And now we wait to see what lands. Their speculation is centered on a couple of national chains, including one famously headquartered here in Georgia. See more details in this week's Reporter.
Meet all your glass needs right here in Monroe County. Glass Technologies, located at 8499 Riverly Road in Bolingbrook, offers in-house glass cutting, custom glass shower enclosures, residential and commercial glass replacement, and sunroofs. They specialize in residential services and provide free estimates on all their work, no matter how big or small. Give them a call, 478-993-2101, or find them on Facebook.
In sports, the Mary Persons Bulldogs baseball team having a terrific year, but they had a hiccup on Tuesday against the number 1 team in the state, Pike County, who's also in our region. So it was a tough day for the Bulldogs as they lost 7-0. They'll try to recover on Thursday, but it appears they will not be able to win the region championship this year after falling to the Pirates. In other news, the Mary Persons track teams both finishing in first place in Monticello at a track meet there last week. Meanwhile, the Mary Persons girls soccer team makes the Elite 8 after beating Monroe area on Monday. Find out all about that in sports in this week's paper. And also some Monroe County boys helping lead the FPD soccer team into the Elite 8 as well. This video is showing Monroe County's Gunnar Heath and Park Davis in a give and go. And Davis finishes with a goal. That was the only goal in regulation for the Vikings. 1-1 it ended. Double overtimes, nobody scored. They went to penalty kicks, and the Vikings won, and they'll play Athens Academy next week. All that and much more in sports in this week's Reporter.
Monroe County loves its firearms, and there's no better place to get your firearms and ammunition needs than Red Root Defense, a small family-owned business right here in the heart of Georgia near the Jones-Monroe County line. Check them out for a full selection of firearms, ammunition, and accessories.